Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Roland Datum, and this is going to be my first video and series. In the series, we're going to explore Wall World. It's a futuristic roguelike game where the inhabitants live high in the clouds, on the side of what seems to be a mountain. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a post-apocalyptic, but it seems like the inhabitants have not seen what lies at the top or the bottom of the wall, so it's probably been here for a while. We play as a character who maneuvers the wall using a robotic spider, climbing and descending the wall, exploring and mining different biomes alongside it. Using the mining materials, we can upgrade our tools and other utilities we find while mining, and all the while being attacked by creatures at timed intervals. Since this is a roguelike, the beginning is going to be tough, and after each death, we will lose all upgraded technologies that we got on the run. However, using the experience points we've earned through the run, we can unlock permanent upgrades along the way. The goal of the game is to eventually collect 5 crypto keys to unlock a certain thing. I'm going to avoid spoilers there, and to find out what is at the top of the mountain, if there is one. Now, I've completed this game already, but I thought it'd be a great video to start out with, and maybe explain a couple things that I had trouble finding out when I was playing. So without further ado, I present Wall World. Nalawar game. My grandpa once said that the wall has an edge and people used to live at the bottom of it. On the ground he said Earth was round. Sounds crazy, right? How can one live in the ball? How could you know about the supposed bottom of it? We've been living on the wall for several generations at least, and so far no one has found even a hint of a top or bottom. The wall stretches infinitely in all directions, and its bowels provide us with everything we need. It wouldn't be that bad actually, if it weren't for the Zyrex. These creatures attack like clockwork, so you don't want to go too far beyond the perimeter, but sometimes we will have to make these forays. Sooner or later, the current mines are depleted. The only chance of surviving such an expedition is your robo-spider and the wall digger exosuit connected to it. But even with the proper equipment, not everyone returns. In fact, not even half of them do. For some reason, I increasingly want to believe that the ones who don't return have found that very edge my grandpa spoke about. Maybe his words affected me more than I thought. Maybe that's why I became a wall digger too. To find the edge of the wall. Alright, as I said before, I've already played this game, beat it, but we're going to start fresh and new. Call it Roll Natum 2 for now, and let's get into it. So this screen is where your permanent upgrades are, and you can buy them with experience points that you earn through the run. On the next screen are more upgrades, but these have to be found by blueprints. I believe there's 2 per each, or 3 maybe. So it'll take a while to get them all. Alright. Start or run. Oh man, it's gonna be so slow after playing it. Alright. The show. Up here on the top is a timer. When it gets down to 0, I believe it's called the Leviathan will come out, and you have to fight him. That's like a kind of a mini boss in the game. Well, I guess it's the main boss in the game. Also down here you'll see this green bar is your health. This purple bar is a timer for when the interval attacks will happen. So as it fills up, when it hits the top, you'll get a notification and you'll have to fight. So you'll want to be back out of the mine and into your robosuit by the time this goes off, or have some tools at your disposal that could help you. This is an energy thing, and I believe the only thing I remember seeing it used for was for the shield. But we'll get to that when we get there. Up here is a stock of minerals that we find that we need for upgrades. So pressing R, we can get into the machine or into the mine. You'd start mining, and using our left click is the plasma drill, and right click is our vacuum. Actually, yeah. So you can see, right click, left click. Oh, here's the tutorial for monsters. So we had to get in the robo thing. Left click to shoot. Point and attack, it'll automatically rotate. So slow. So over here, get out and do a little more mining. Blaster's so slow, but as you see, even if you don't get materials, every block you break gives you some experience points. So essentially, the first half of the game, I would say, is mining and trying to beat the clock, that you can get as much done as possible before the monsters you get overwhelmed and get beaten. As many, and it looks like my vacuum is full, so might as well go back. Enter in, and click F for upgrades. Now here's your upgrade screen. These are the things you can upgrade during a run. However, once you die, they are gone and reset. You have to redo it every run. My personal strategy is to mine as much as possible as opposed to living longer in the beginning. So first thing I do is usually go through my exosuit. Upgrades. Oh, see the timer filled up. Time for some monsters. Bend ourselves here. And go back in. The next thing I want to do is get the speed upgrade. I need to collect more and more materials to get there. Also collect as much experience points as possible, since that's what really carries over. Permanent upgrades make a big difference. Another strategy I'm going to show you after fill up here. Sometimes you want to go all the way to the end, even though you're full, just to do this kind of strategy here where you can vacuum. Even though I'm full, I can kind of carry the stuff with me if I move the mouse around enough to hold it up. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna get attacked again. I always go for these guys first because they do more damage. You see the big guy is intimidating you and figure, oh, I probably need to get the big guy first, but no. It doesn't really do much other than spawn monsters. Alright. You get out and then go back and finish this mine. I do suggest finishing, especially small mines, because you really want the experience points and find possible blueprints for permanent upgrades. Now this guy right here is a utility that you can get. We don't know what it is yet, but we'll find out at the end. I'd rather get all this stuff first because I don't expect surviving too much to make use of that utility. Man, is this slow on a second run. So I believe I've gotten into a medium mine. There's small, medium, and large mines. Oh. Time's almost up. We'll bring these guys over here. This guy blocks your vacuum, so you can't do the roll trick. Bring it, so kind of just have to deal with that. But as we get here, we'll find that we got an overdrive. This gives us a speed boost. I always go for these fish guys before the ground guys, just because it's, as you can see here, all I do is just keep one direction and keep them getting. They're chipping away my health. And yet again, go back in and get them. That's the worst stuff. Well, actually, what am I doing? Should have upgraded. So next I'll get the speed upgrade to make me a little faster while running. Should I get the next speed boost or the conscious mining, which gives us a 10% drop, 10% chance to an additional resource. You know, since this is our first runs, it's probably better to go faster than get more materials, because again, life expectancy is really low. Yeah, going much faster now. Also with the overdrive, I can press shift and get a speed boost for a short period to get back just before the monsters get to the spider. Grab those up. Should be pretty much done with this mine soon. Each mine usually has at least one anomaly, as they call it, like the exosuit I found. Except for what seems to be the green ones, the green biome. A lot of times they don't have anything. So again, we'll use our little trick here to bring all these to the front so we don't have to go all the way back. And waste some time, because again we're racing the clock to get as updated as possible. Forgot to mention, all you have to do is cross this door to get your stuff. Now, I don't tend to upgrade my Robo Spider much, but since this is the beginning, I might need to, just to help out a bit. I'll get this first level. So this one, extra rotation speed, bullet damage, and machine gun fire rate. That way I can live a little bit longer. Hopefully I can at least get to the next mine. Now, I'm not doing it here, but usually you'll want to push R to get your robot out and standing. avoid a lot of the projectile damage. I'm just gonna snag this one real quick. So again, we'll push R to detach the spider. It's already pretty close to being destroyed. But now I also tend to go up, down, up, down, up, down, just because of the way the upgrades are. But we'll see that later. Oh, sometimes you get these little special rooms. Yes, the hermit was already old when most of us were wet behind the ears, but it is this proof of his divine nature. Maybe he has simply kept his son hidden, and now the sun plays his part. Oop, wrong button. Hard to open the room. Let's carry on to the next mine, which you can tell by these little images. Close enough, you can press R and start again. What we have here. Close to death, I think the best thing to do is to just try to get as much XP as possible. We'll probably let this run be the last. Let them destroy us and just take out as many blocks as we can. Just to get that XP. Another tip I would give is to try to go up and right. That will... That's the least... I should say this. It's the best way to find these little anomalies. Oh, wow, this was actually on the side. My robot biter's just destroyed. And I got this, so this is the end. That's the end of that run. So, roguelike, we get back here, use our experience points, and upgrade some stuff. The best things I would suggest to upgrade first is definitely speed for your spider. The resource vacuum cleaner increases how much you can hold per in your vacuum at a time. And this is defense, or more HP really, the longer you can live. This is also kind of important, masking plates, as it increases the time between attacks. These turbines and hook make you go up and down like a jump, but it's not really worth it because it kind of, even at fast speeds and clicking on it, I feel like it's still slower than just running straight. To me, they're almost useless, and the only time I used it was in the beginning against the Leviathan, but we'll see that later. Rocket launchers, they're okay. I would think of this as a secondary upgrade that we could do when you. Actually, this is the different one. This is a good one for fighting. You get a homing missile that you can use once every so often. I tend to use that against a little bit stronger mobs, but it does have a cooldown timer. And the plasma drill, it's I would call this a secondary also, as when you dock with your spider, it'll shoot a laser and blow up a few of the bricks. But okay, so we have almost nothing to 1,294. Not enough for the engine boost. Not enough. Not enough for the vacuum cleaner, so let's go with one shield. We'll save up, get the spider speed. that will be my number one, just to make sure I can get to the next mine as soon as possible. Alright, let's try a second run. First half of the game, we're going to be just rushing, trying to get as much experience points as possible. Oh, and here's a green. This is a green biome that contains emeralds, and those rocks are a little harder to mine. We need to wait for upgrades for that. This run's going to be a little slow since it started off with a little more difficult mine. I'll show you in a second. We'll dock here, open up our upgrade menu and show you. Here's the first laser upgrade, second laser upgrade, which uses, I guess, our diamonds. The third upgrade that uses those emeralds. We want to get these first two done first before going into that cave. Also, one thing I forgot to suggest is when we first get into the mine in your first run, pay attention to this cost here, the 6 and this 8. I would definitely hit 6 and run back regardless if I'm full or not, just to get the upgraded miner, and then same thing with the first speed boost. After that, you know, you can decide if you want to keep going down the mine or come back and get an upgrade, but again, we're always trying to beat the clock, so. Alright, so we want 6 of these guys. We got 3. 5. 6. Let's just grab these 2. Come back. First speed boost. We have 2 on us. Or I'm sorry, first miner. 8 for the next boost. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. Oh my goodness. Kind of a little bit of a waste, but it would have been nice to have 8. This guy. Take these 2 out and get back in there. Well, maybe for the sake of saving some time, even if we get our 8, we'll just chill out, break some stuff. Get diamond. That fall before, we can always pick it up with our little vacuum trick. Looks like we might find an anomaly here. Oh, here's an upgrade anomaly. Oh, tricked us. So this isn't a small. Now, if I get enough materials to upgrade the drill, I might do that first before the speed boost. And go on the bottom side. Time's coming up. Alright, let's fill up this guy and see what we got. I forgot about my overdrive on the last run. Made it just in time, and we got a drone. Oh, this is nice. It helps us fight. Now with this, I won't have to waste any materials in weapon upgrades, so I'll let the drone do the fighting for me. Oh. Upgrade, let's see. Not enough. Let's do the speed upgrade. What's 16 and 4? Right. So this will give us enough diamonds. Now we just want more of these blue things. That's a good chunk there. Good chunk of change here before monsters come. This doesn't go too deep. Oh, this might be a weapon. Yep. We're finding these alcoves at some point. Come up to the old dead spider. E and bomb thrower. So it's a new weapon you can use. Instead of your machine gun, you can also upgrade it. But another thing that's going to disappear when the run is over. So you can see down here, you can switch between your weapons with Z and X. I like the bomb thrower later in the game when you get to a little further difficulty, but for now it's not that big, not that important. I'm not sure I'm going to make it back in time. Let's see if we can drag some of these on the way. Forgot about a droid. A droid will probably be good enough to protect us while we're gone. Leave those there. I'll press Z to try it out. See? But we'll keep up through a machine gun for now. Take out these two little guys. I could have also left it early for save some time since the drone could take them out. But turn these in, let's see if we can do some decent upgrade. Yeah, we can do the next laser. Not enough for this yet. This is... Conscious mining is good to get some extra resources, but then again, early runs are not going to live long enough to matter. So 12 for the next speed boost. See how these are breaking a little bit better, a little faster. That's what we want. Let's get some XP going. We definitely have enough for some spider speed after this run. Alright, pick these up, carry the rest with us, and move on to the next mine. Could technically go back down and get that green mine, but might as well go to the top and finish this zone out, or at least the top side of it. Alright, let's get the speed, and oh, not enough. Attach and go up. These clouds here, that indicates where the next zone is. Once you cross a certain point in the clouds, you're going to be attacked by, let's call it a mini boss. It's zone gated. Just going to go up a little bit to see if there's another mine. If not, we'll head back down. I'll stay in this beginner zone. You can tell the background will change when we get to new zones too. And oh yeah, we do. be before we pass the threshold. How much faster that is. This is why we want to speed run through the beginning of the game and go for XP. Get that num XP. Not really caring about that anomaly. The survival is not our goal at this point. We want XP. Gonna get attacked. So let's take stuff with us. Too far down. Got the flying mobs first. Sneaky. I feel like they hurt more. These guys out. Let's see this guy. Let's upgrade that. So the next goal would be to get to the emeralds, but we might not live that long. So let's go ahead and waste our points. Well, not really waste, but we'll just spend our points on the spider defense for now. Get some stuff. See if we can get another. I like to leave it unpopped, anomaly unpopped, so that it doesn't get in the way of my vacuuming. You're trying to roll all your resources back, it gets in the way and plugs your vacuum. Lots of resources. Might be able to make it to the green, I don't know. Roll, roll, roll. Rollin', rollin', rollin'. I keep them doggies rollin' right up. Yeah, you guys probably don't even remember that. Oh my goodness, such a slow. I'll try to see if I can lift them up, but tough. Oh. We'll defend ourselves first. Might as well get the bet damage and the fire rate. Increasing the difficulty a little bit. I like to use the rocket against those guys. But right now it's not really that big of an issue. Start collecting and let my drone take that guy out. See if we can get a bunch of these up here. Yeah. Alright, now we can detach and go down to the emerald biome, or the living biome. Not sure what it's called. But we have 32 blue minerals. enough to get the next plasma cutter. We can get 4 emeralds on the get-go. 3,000 experience. We're close to being able to get the first speed boost and possibly the vacuum also, if we survive. This is slow walking with this machine. That's why we need these upgrades. We want to be running fast and fast. I think I'm gonna get attacked before I get there, but I should be able to survive this wave. We'll wait to attach until after the fight. This is why sometimes you want to be mobile, because you don't want those guys to be able to attack me, destroy me before I get to mine emerald. I'm a little too slow to evade things also. Six minutes until Leviathan comes, but clearly won't be able to survive the first encounter. Oh, this might be it. Alright, so we want 4 emeralds. Access we can. See how it's like slow again. That's 3. Grab that next cutter. 20 and 6. We have 11 and 2. So I think maybe we should forego any more upgrades and just go for XP again. Remember, going up and to the right is the best way to find any upgrade anomalies, like weapons or special boosts to your current equipment that you cannot buy, as well as blueprints for these special upgrades. Again, I'm letting them attack me because I'm really not expecting to live that much longer, but I don't know. Maybe I will. Oop, wrong button. Probably not gonna live now. Boom! And destroyed. Alright, so 4,333 experience points. Obviously gonna get speed boost. Not enough for the second speed boost, but enough for a vacuum cleaner. Increase your capacity to 15, that makes a big difference. Not enough for the shield, so let's go ahead and get the rocket launcher there. That'll kind of help us with battles. But anyway, that's the end of this episode. Come back later to continue on this journey and get to the end. Thank you and peace out.